The word DAKU has many definitions, like love, time, God, or any other word. Its meaning is its use. By this I simply mean that its definition lies in our daily conversation. So for one to say, "What is God? What is time? Or what is DAKU?" creates linguistic superstitions. It creates a mystery where there really isn't one. We know what it is by how we use it. Before I divulge the impact that DAKU has had on Bryan Saunders, it is both necessary and vital that I first share with you the origins of DAKU. First experience. My first experience. My first experience with the mysterious My first experience with the mysterious pains. My first experience with the mysterious stomach pains occurred when I was 16. I was in a movie theater with a friend of mine named Craig Gwines, eating popcorn in an aisle seat when, wham! I got broadsided by the most excruciating gigabolt of pain comprehensible to man. It doubled me over, and my right arm stiffened and stopped me from falling and rolling all of the way out into the aisle. I could have made a somersault out of it, but you don't show pain in public. After the initial shock, it felt as if the whole left side of my abdomen was being pinched by an industrial-strength metal clothespin that had been heated up and stuck where a drill bit is supposed to go, then run in reverse, drawing me up tighter and tighter until it stripped around triple-knotted burning nerve tissue in my gut and I couldn't move. After 2 or 3 paralyzing minutes, which felt like 20, Craig rushed me to the hospital in my car. I never let Craig drive, and if I did, I would never let him drive fast. But that night was his lucky night because I made damn sure that he did both. I was in pain, real pain, so much pain that I swelled up with mad bouts of rage. I cussed, snarled, and spit at everything in our path, even the red lights he didn't stop for. But for some strange reason, I never cussed the pain. I walked into the emergency room entrance, hunched over fast, and threw my wallet at the lady behind the desk. It hit her in the chest, and I screamed at her as I kept walking past. "Here's my information! My appendicitis just ruptured on the wrong side of my body, and I'm going to die!" Then I went unescorted straight to the back, found the first table and laid down on it. The world's fattest worms squirming in compost poison hell, coiling in upon myself with suffering. The staff cried after me, "Sir, sir, sir!" echoing louder and louder. The exact opposite of an out-of-body experience, everything going into one loci twisting axis evil Monday. They found a bed for me right away, but as quickly as the pain came, it disappeared. About the same time the doctor got there. hold on. I sometimes have trouble with this part. Let me start over. I'm sorry. This experience also marks the first time my rectum was violated. There, I said it! A short, thin doctor of Indian descent came in, put on one latex glove, and told me to pull down my underpants, lay on my side, bring my knees up to my chest, and expect some pressure. He gave these instructions with quickness and authority. I trusted him. I had heard of this exam before, but always as the subject matter of jokes and at the expense of senior citizens. I never believed it could happen to me. I was 16, a child, for God's sakes. Laying there, anxious, prone, and exposed, and no longer in pain, I looked over my shoulder and let out a soulful groan. The doctor stuffed at least one gloved finger, probably 4, into a jar of transparent grease, and then all of that went into my ass, and it gets worse. When he moved around and in and out, it really, really hurt. The whole time I'm thinking in super sad slow motion, I don't want this. I don't need this. It doesn't hurt anymore. It went away. I'm okay. Then I pulled up my underpants like a robot, dressed and walked away. What just happened to me? What happened here? I got no answers. I got no medicine. Did they think I wanted drugs? Did they think I was lying? Do people make this type of thing up? What happened to me? What did I do? Is it my fault? What just happened here to me? What did I do wrong? And it was like that for days. Now pain has a way of making you make sense of it. And that is exactly what I did. Hello. My name is Bryan Saunders. I'm 16 and allergic to popcorn. Trust me, it was years before I ate popcorn again. Time after time, people would offer me popcorn, and instead of seeing a harmless white light fluffy flowery food, I saw it for what it really was. A vile seed, treacherous Berber beast, prophecy in a pan. About 2 months passed and the pain returned several times in a row. Not nearly as strong, though, so I rode them out alone, dismissing them as mere psychophysical aftershocks. I had no plans on returning to the hospital anytime soon. Then, a year later, I was laying in bed, deep asleep, in the basement when... Wake up, motherfucker! It's wham again! I tried for hours to pick myself up off the floor. I couldn't move. Not only did the pain have 100% of my full and undivided attention, but that wicked pain got me fetal hostage and then started in with the interrogations. Bright white light and all. Who are you? What were you doing? What did you just do? I was sleeping. Why were you sleeping and what were you dreaming? What did you eat? You ate popcorn again, didn't you? No. What about butter? You want to go to the hospital again, don't you? Get fisted again? No, don't you? You liked it, didn't you? You're a bad, bad person. You deserve this. No. What were you thinking? You did this to yourself because you can do it in your sleep. Popcorn, crackers, jackass, fist-ass, butter lover, stupid faggot. What's the matter? Can't you get up? You like to get hurt, don't you? What's wrong with you? Can't you take it? No, don't you? What if this is cancer? What if this never stops? I know! This went on for 3 sleepless days and nights straight. And if this wasn't bad enough, I couldn't keep anything down, not even Jell-O. On the 4th day, I went back to the hospital. I went back to the hospital, I had to, and they ran $4,267 worth of tests. I gave them blood work, I gave them urine samples and stool samples, they checked my reflexes, they checked my mouth for diphtheria, and then they ordered a lower GI and a cystoscopy. Finally, the pain vanished again, gone, poof, like nothing, like I had never even experienced it. But it was hanging over my head, terrified that it would strike again at any second. So I still had to get the lower GI and cystoscopy because this was very serious. I lost more sleep, anxious. I had great anxiety about the pain and great anxiety about the test. In preparation of the lower GI, I had to drink a whole gallon of lemon-flavored chemicals, or at least enough until my clear, and I couldn't keep that down either. Then they pumped radioactive fluid up my rectum while I lay naked spread out over an inflatable kiddie pool. And during the cystoscopy, my consciousness was severely impaired, in and out of it to say the least. I remember at one point lifting my head up in a brilliant white room with brilliant white beings with brilliant white clothes, all of whom were intensely preoccupied with me down there in my privates doing a cystoscopy. But other than pissing razor blades for 24 hours straight, nothing was even wrong with me. The doctors all said so. It was all in my mind. I told the cab driver on the way home. I get it. That's where all of these alien abduction stories are coming from. 123 Medical Lane. 123 Medical Lane. Real radioactive fluid in your rectum and anxiety-driven sleep deprivation hallucinations while getting a video camera scraped up and down your piss hole for nothing. The word irate does not even come close to accurately describing my anger and hostility towards the medical profession. But what could I do? Suicide was not an option. Besides, the grueling pain had drained all of my energy. So I slept depressed, and I slept, and slept. And I slept with the mysterious
Emotionally, fear and anger are brother and sister. Stay with me here. My anticipation of pain equals fear, and my perception of authority/doctors as ignorant equals anger. And with both of these feelings taboo fornicated inside my head, I became the proud father of a bouncing new baby bad blood emotional incest offspring of hatred towards man like none I'd ever known before. I have this little pet. His name is DAKU. All of his teeth and claws came in. I no longer eat, I only feed him. He can't be killed unless I die. He is an invisible part of me. DAKU is bad mystery. No one, not even doctors with all of their machines, can see him. Machines may make him hide, but medicine makes him angry, and we don't want him angry. He digs and claws, kneads and tears, rips and gnaws, and chews tunnels in my gut, always moving forward. Sometimes I feel like rescuing him by taking a knife and freeing him. Cut DAKU out! Sometimes I think he's cancer. DAKU says yes, but the doctors say no. I get a pain in my chest when he's not in his nest. I can't walk when he's hungry. I can't sleep when he's lonely. I often try to talk to the DAKU, but he doesn't listen very well either. He's unruly, and I think DAKU is deaf. If I stabbed him, I'd be certain of relief. DAKU hates to be petted, so I poke at him. He's outgrowing his tank. DAKU can also eat in two different places at the same time. He's right here, just begging me to stab him, gut myself, pull him out, and stomp on a DAKU. DAKU's no friend. DAKU is killing me. All of my silverware is plastic. I need something pointy, strong, and sharp, but the DAKU can outrun it. DAKU's fast. I know DAKU's every move. If I was brave, I would starve him, starve me. But for now, I'm gonna get him some sandwiches. What should I do? I can't go to the doctors. Which Which is worse, a doctor or DAKU? A doctor is someone skilled in the arts of healing. I looked it up, but by purposely not helping or healing, he is hurting, aka co-torturer, aka DAKU. So I go to work, wham! I'm in the car, wham! I'm walking down the street, wham! So I come home, sit on the bed, cross my legs, test my reflexes, look in my mouth for diphtheria. No diphtheria, no swollen glands either. I shit on my floor, cut it in half, smear it, no blood. I take a few deep breaths and jam my fingers up my butt, cause we don't need another doctor, we can run our own tests. But I still need to get him those sandwiches. I'm hurting real bad. Death, chicken, chocolate. I gotta kill somebody. I gotta kill myself. What I need to do is not make DAKU mad. Beat him, join him, or both. Make DAKU visible. Buy a book on surgery and just do it. I know where he's at. If I can poke him, I can point to him. It can't be that hard. Just take the left half of my body, the part that really hurts. Find the middle of it and cut there. I just got whammed again. No man is an island. Shit! I'm all alone right now. 85% of my body is water, and 85% of that is stagnant. 15% is DAKU. The rest is DAKU swamp mosquito fleas, DAKU malaria, tetanus, DAKU lockjaw rabies. I'm a saliva DAKU carrier. There's no good here. Only sickness, filth, pain, hatred, and the DAKU. Man and beast together as one. My Siamese twin inside me's a rodent, a vermin. I hate myself as I hate the DAKU. I also hate you. I hate you because I'm alone. You don't feel what I feel. You don't see what I see. And I see you for what you really are. A disease of evolution. The kudzu of the animal kingdom. What makes you king? You are the DAKU. You are the enemy. Misery loves company, and so does DAKU. Pain, brutality, torture, and hostage situations. Are you following me? This is the brother and sister sex part. The part where you get whammed. The emotional, incest, pain, bred home invasion, you copy. You go to work, wham! You're in your car, wham! You're walking down the street, wham! A hungry person is an angry person, but a person in pain is on a rampage. So we don't show pain in public. So what happens? It comes out sideways. Like when I'm getting DAKU those sandwiches. Don't you know DAKU is violence? When the shit goes down, it's only me, you, and the DAKU. There'll be no boo-boo kissing mommy. Only voodoo bewitched victims of DAKU. And if you're lucky, the DAKU doctor's after the fact. Sticks and stones both break bones, but DAKU's a bit more malicious. DAKU's the only true empirical magic. DAKU is trauma. DAKU is goddamn shutdown.
Just as it is difficult to describe dark without first referencing light, it is impossible for me to describe DAKU thoroughly without first making reference to Maku, its polar inverse. Maku is a psychophysical Big Bang explosion, while DAKU, on the other hand, is a psychophysical cataclysmic implosion, each having its own powerful moment in time. A piece of time so minuscule, though, that it all too often escapes notice and praise. An example of purely physical Maku would be the moment just after a sperm pierces an egg, poof, before life begins, boom, creation. Maku DAKU involves penetration. Maku DAKU is born from the fusion of anti-whole with whole. But keep in mind that for everything Maku is to creation, DAKU is to destruction. In the purely physical sense, DAKU is most often birthed in holes where there shouldn't be any, or in the unwanted filling of holes that are deemed sacred. However, Maku DAKU is not born solely from these actions, but in the hyper-quick merging of the action with its psychological interpretation. Maku is enlightenment, DAKU is trauma. If you were to make a hole or take a hole, filling it with the speed of light. And the recipient tries to think the following faster than data. Here's hole, what does it mean? That is DAKU. And as marvelous as the human brain is, it cannot compute nor compete with DAKU. DAKU is shut down. DAKU is numbness to the nth degree. DAKU in this respect is so powerful that one can experience it in his or her own body by merely witnessing or even imagining its birth in the body of someone else. Like fast, there's whole, what does it mean? A DAKU fusion of anti-whole with whole, as anti-whole itself, making whole, taking whole, making DAKU. Instant, on-scene, failed, psychophysical interpretation, devoid of Maku, penetration, implosion, trauma, shutdown, devastation, and obliteration of somebody's sense of self. The Vudak, victim of DAKU, becomes a robot. The kind of robot that has a get-out-of-pain-free card, good for 24 to 48 hours flat. The kind of robot that crumples inwards under immense pressure on the ocean floor after that. You are an event. You are a Vudak. The planet is unsafe, no longer round, chaotic and unfair, as time slows down. You could have, you might have, you should have, lost in your own home, powerless, you could have died. You are an island of fear, a peninsula of confusion. Let denial be your dog, let disbelief become your content. Everything you've done, everything you've seen, everything you've heard, everything you've read, everything you've touched, smelled, or tasted in your life are all wooden blocks. All of your family, genetics, teachers, friends, enemies, and pets are wooden blocks. You are a skyscraper. When the DAKU strikes, you are rubble. You didn't build yourself the first time, so how can you do it now? Once a Vudak, always a Vudak, and Mudaks are usually both. The Mudak maker of DAKU is one highly skilled in the arts of DAKU. He is the anti-hole in the flesh. Filling holes so pleases the Mudak because he negates the little holes for DAKU's sake to create bigger ones in the souls of Vudaks. Muju DAKU is the act of using DAKU to make Maku justice. A rapist once said, I help the people I rape by the spiritual growth they go through after. This is not acceptable. Philosophy plus guilt and selfish greed equals religion. See? The mystery